Hello, my name is Luke Pauly, and this is my informative speech. For my speech, I chose how vultures are used to solve crimes. Did you know that the average wingspan of a vulture is over 6 feet? That's crazy to think that a vulture's wingspan is just as wide as I am tall. You need to know the impact of vultures on a crime scene, as this can cause a wrench in multiple investigations, which can cause it to be a little bit more difficult than your average investigation. When most people see vultures circling in the sky, they think that they found something dead. Most people know that vultures rely on dead things to eat. But when you see them circling in the air, that is them moving from point A to point B. Lauren Fazell's TED Talk helps us identify how vultures actually use, or how to use vultures to find a crime scene. She says not to look at the sky for circling vultures. She says to key in more on items like fence posts and trees for them to be sitting on, as this is where they sit after they find the bodies. Vultures rely on dead things to survive. This is why they are attracted to crime scenes. Vultures have very weak talons and very weak beaks. This is why in National Geographic magazine, they identify these as why they are attracted to crime scenes, because of their weak talons and beaks. So they cannot hunt very well for food. They rely on things that are already dead and a lot easier to catch. So that causes an issue when they need food, because of their weak talons and their weak beaks. But they have a very strong sense of smell and very good eyesight. The sense that body put off is very strong. This is why they can keen in on bodies very well, because of the stink. And they use their eyesight to key in on even a little bit more. If you need to know if a vulture has found your crime scene, there's a couple things you need to look for. One of those things is feathers. Lauren also identifies from her TED Talk that feathers is one of the most common things and easiest thing to look for to decide if a vulture has found your crime scene. Another thing to look for is broken eye socket, as the eye is one of the first things that the vultures will go for. In Discover magazines, they identify that it is very important to decide if a vulture has been at the crime scene. They identified that if a vulture has been at your crime scene, this will greatly impact the time of death. The time of death is very important when trying to solve a crime. The time of death can help discover who may have been in the area or around the victim at the time of the crime. When they tear away the flesh, they expose the body to rapid weathering, which can make a body that looks like it's been there for a couple days look like it's been there for months or years. Days and months, days and hours, and even seconds can have a very great impact on solving a crime. It has been said that the first 48 hours are the most crucial of a crime scene. In conclusions, vultures have a variety of impact on a crime scene, whether it's being the weathering of the body or moving body parts from point A to point B. But if you don't know that a vulture's been there, it can throw your investigation in a wrench, as it can make it look like it's been there for a lot longer than it has. It can help rule out or rule suspects and help solve your crime. Thank you for listening.